Today we'll be talking about the history of Braille. Let's go back to before the time of Braille. For the past 200 years, there has been some form of reading and writing for low vision and blind people. In the beginning, there were embossed and raised letters for people to read. This was still time-consuming and tiring to read and very difficult to write. Later in time, the Braille code was invented. Louis Braille, a man with blindness, created the Braille code. He attended the National Institute for Blind Youth in Paris, France. At this time, low vision and blind students read books by having the letters raised on the paper. It took Louis a very long time to read books, and it was very tiring. In 1821, a former soldier named Charles Barbier came to the school to talk about the night rating system that he created during the war. This system was to be used by the soldiers to communicate on the battlefield without speaking. It included 12 raised dots, and it was too difficult for the soldiers to understand. However, it was not too difficult for Louis. Louis wanted to make a code to have the world at his fingertips. He revised the night writing 12 cells and created a 6-cell raised dot code with short form and contractions to create a way for low vision and blind students to read more easily. Louis completed the code in 1837 when he was just 15 years old by adding music, number, and math symbols. As Braille evolved, so did the tools used to create the text itself. A slate and stylus was created to create the Braille code. A slate and stylus is a tool created by Charles Barbier as a tool for writing night writing, and the slate and stylus allows for a quick, easy, convenient, and consistent method for making embossed printing for Braille character encoding. This is still used today for quick things to Braille. However, it is still time-consuming and not the most effective. This tool is also best for students who have mastered the Braille code because it embosses the characters backwards, and the students must write from right to left instead of left to right. The next tool is a Perkins Brailler. The Perkins Brailler is a Braille typewriter with a key corresponding to each of the 6 dots of the Braille code and a key for a space, backspace, and line space for enter key. Like a manual typewriter, it has 2 side knobs to move the paper through the machine and a carriage return lever for the keys. The design of the Perkins Brailler has changed and advanced over the years to become more lightweight. Students in their classrooms use this today. A Braille Note is the most high-tech tool for students who use Braille. The Braille Note is a computer made by humanware for people and their visual impairments. It has a Braille keyboard, a speech synthesizer, which means it can read what you have written or the options, a refreshable column with a Braille display, and is used much like a laptop. A USB and computer can be connected. It can even be connected via Bluetooth. This makes completing classwork simple and is easier to hand and work for the teacher because it can be sent or brought on the teacher's computer. This is also the least bulky and easiest to carry around. It has many options and can be used throughout one's day. As technology increases, so do the applications and accessibility of phones and other devices. There are always going to be more improvements like anything else as time goes on.